Hey guys, Boney McBonerton here, and welcome back to Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. In the last video, we broke Trapper's heart and then made him gush with lust. Now in this video, we're going after a different kind of prey, or in this case, a predator or a killer, whatever you want to call these people. This time, we're going after Wraith and his beautiful, sexy legs. Boner number 3. Now, luckily, since we've already seen a lot of this with Trapper, we can just skip over almost all of this dialogue. You know what? I will close my eyes. You close your eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? This is not happening. This is not happening. The mantra centers you, and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. When you open your eyes, it's still there. You're in the exact same place, except now that disgusting corpse face is smiling at you. Even the dead have a wondrous time on our island. I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're going to do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that sure was weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child the oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in the current situation. You feel something soft bump into your foot. It's the volleyball! There he is. There's the sexy little beast we're going after. With those gorgeous legs. Oh. He throws his eyes. Okay, we're hanging out by the pool. That sounds good. I want to hang out by the pool. Where do you want to go? Which one is... Oh god, which one's the pool? I think, this is the pool? Okay, hold on. I can't save. Dip in the... Yes, the pool! I picked right! Whoa, the pool? You actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure. Why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool because pools are just, you know, great. It's a real special treat. And you thought it was bad. And you thought it was bad when you stayed quiet. Hold on, for just a moment. Okay, yeah, we've already talked to these idiots. The pool! Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky they appear to be made entirely out of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and you know. Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great, it's Claudia and Dwight. What do these two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over our most popular pool accessories. I wanna say... Inflatable lounger!
Sleeping during the day, completely out in the open like this? You're really making yourself a target. If someone were to, I don't know, try to throw an axe directly at you, well, psh. Not that I'm saying I would do that to you. I prefer a challenge.
I accidentally misclicked. I'm sorry. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs this choice, and she immediately snakes the coolest one. It's in the shape of a casket. A really cute casket. I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you the black unicorn floaty and sets in the water next to her. And since you also enjoyed the fine art of relaxing here, you can share my umbrella. Well, come on. That's charming. Something about the water and being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit? I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. Splash gently. You splash in Spirit's direction ever so softly. She looks enraged and then giggles? Didn't see that coming. Do it again and I'll cut your head off. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by soft light from overhead, coupled with the cooling breeze rolling in from the sea, and you're not alone. I feel recharged by a gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Boner. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo?
Yes, I love games.
I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Okay. Here's the one where I have to find him. We actually did this. You know, I'm going to save right here. I want to save to see if I can do this really well. Yes, I know how the minigames work. Ready. Perfect. 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 Ooh. Perfect. Ooh. You got a perfect score. I guess there's no way to check and make sure you're actually blindfolded yourself. You should have thought this through a little better. That was incredible to watch. I love Marco Polo. I love that it's based on the idea that, you know, the other player can't see me. But with that performance, I feel seen in a very real way. In a way I haven't felt in a long time. Welcome to our island, Boner. It's going to be fun having you around. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing this waiter whose name I've forgotten into the pool. No, I'll defend Dwight this time, since the game doesn't like to have fun. Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fun. Like you would know.
Thank you, Boner. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basics of who I am as a person. But that was still cool of you to stick up for me.
I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator, I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for our next activity. I'm going to save right here. I'ma tell it straight to them. This is gross. Everything about this dinner is an abomination. From what is almost certainly human meat to the lack of manners to the talk of dismembered parts and these noises. Everything is so vile I might throw up. Even Spirit is talking about numbers twos. I thought she was the classy one.
Oh, well then, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out.
Don't be so judgmental, sheesh. If I could feel shame or sadness, I may be experiencing both right now. But what I can feel is rage. I'm furious you just ruined the meal. I have a whole leg to eat. Even though you're in the hot seat, you're not nearly as panicked as you probably should be. That's almost certainly the lack of calories catching up to you, and you feel your whole body begin to shut itself down. Let's see. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You said some pretty hurtful things back there, but I'm onto you. You're trying to push us away, aren't you? Afraid of what might happen if we got close? Did you really mean what you said? No, I made it up. Oh, well, thanks for being honest with me. So how do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away, far away. Eyes brim with tears and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs! Jesus! It's about my special bell. What? Oh, that's a really nice bell! It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith. Thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Whoa, Wraith just gave you this bell? Sound the alarms. What are you going to do with this thing? Hold the bell delicately. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just things are really heating up. You feel your footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, and it is Dwight and Claudette. Sticking to the itinerary. I will pick Wraith. Whoa. This is... Okay, yeah. I'm not really into scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you were looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of starting at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated a crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what just happened. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in the evil disdain for a pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you always know what had happened here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of the problems. Eliminate their witnesses. Tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered over him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the old man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, his stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and sniveling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... Offer effusive praise. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. My God, that is brilliant! I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because the story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can call and have a moment alone before bed. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because, I guess it's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool and, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with a Wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Oh god, I did the wrong voice. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump your killer companion... Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. Did you, what'd you think of, the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? Well, I don't think he's weird. No! He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster. Oh my god! Did the young man remind you of anyone? No. That's too foul. That's too foul. Yes and no. I think that's what makes it such a great story. It's unique and surprising, but relatable and familiar. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we all have a little of him inside of us. Wraith giggles. Not in a gross way, like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I assume he's imagining a tiny little version of himself dancing around in his own belly, because that's just who he is. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in the water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. What? Please, I can't be any around cube talk. Not since, I heard that story. For anybody else, from somebody else, a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly. The one that wasn't about me.
Usually we'd be nervous that we're about to make things awkward when we barge in.
But obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever is happening here tonight.
Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not for us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party.
After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. Chilling night, looking at the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is this something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on that, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. I'd like to summon the Wraith. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells and chimes. Think of it as white noise, to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's, a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. Chess piece? It's knights. They're brave. I wish I were... And the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Darkness overtakes you.
Can you blame me for not getting along well with others? I mean, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since I was a child. I take the fact that I haven't slaughtered the newcomer for their meat yet as a win. They look pretty tasty, though, so who knows what'll happen tomorrow. Hey, Dwight, do we have a tarragon on this island?
Hold on a sec. Tarragon. Oh. Also known as estragon. Oh, it's a herb, okay. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I am a master of self-control. And right now, I'm using all my self-control I can muster, because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyways, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make that much better when they're for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are my choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that used me and threw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope, now Hunter steps and talks about her feelings. Treacher. Let's see. We've already... There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders for you. I meant to, like, you look well rested. Like, you just got some good sleep and, oh, good lord, never mind. And now they're all looking at what are you supposed to... Let's see, process everything. And nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see what it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi, sorry for this, too forward, but, do you want to get out of here? I know a place that's... It's kind of, I mean, it's well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that his rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. Before you can decide if you want to go with Wraith, the spirit interjects. Listen to that word, vomit. It's like he truly doesn't even want you to say yes to him. If anything, he says, really? You should go off with me instead, because I'm not some kind of fake ghost pretending I don't like things. I'm a real ghost and I hate everything, but not you. I'm not saying I like you. Well, I could later. Hypothetically, I know you like a challenge, so come get it. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go home on one day today, and you also don't want to be hacked into pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers. So who will it be? Wraith, obviously. I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes. I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention when I thought I was hallucinating, and now, Really? Yeah, really. Cool. Aw, that's so sweet. Whoa. pensively. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know, it's one of those first draft. Gonna change it later in their names, but it just kind of sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned. And a little beat up. There are stone obelisks, strange carving, ritual tablets. Is that a car? It's pretty weird. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places? You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There's a very long, very awkward pause. Try and look cute. You dig your toes in the dirt, trying to be cute. Wraith is too busy averting his eyes and dying inside to notice. And after what seems like eternity, Wraith finally manages to end the entire sentence. So, what brings you to the island? I have no idea. An honest answer. Wraith lights up, the most excited you've seen him. Me neither. And that's all he's got for you. This guy's a hard nut to crack. Wraith looks at you and his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv! Well, I think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, the bell. Wraith gives it to you. The bell. He gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter. Jeez, I wasn't even thinking like that. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though. To someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anyways, looking to shake this up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. I'm gonna save right here. So, what will we do next? Drink that potion! Freedom lies in being bold. You take the biggest bottle of the nastiest looking potion and gulp it down. It turns out that was not a great idea. Or was it the best idea? That's right, it's me again. While I've got your attention, let me simply remind you, you're on a mission, a purpose, a destiny. Maintain control. If you lose it, take it back. Okay, now back to business. Oh, you're alive, welcome back. Wraith is tenderly caring for you, wiping your brow with a wet cloth. He's undressing you. No, don't get carried away. He had his eyes closed the whole time. I was watching. And made a bed for you. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for taking care of me. I'm sorry I did that. I don't know what came over me. I'm just happy you're okay. I want to take care of people I, care for. You smile at him deep down. You can't tell he's so happy he's had a chance to be there for someone in their time of need. Wraith nervously smiles. Then he's endearingly awkward. So I guess, tell me about your family. I remember my parents. They were always fighting. Wraith sighs one of those long... No, Wraith sighs one of those long Wraith sighs. Get out of here, spirit! At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to have spent more time with mine, even if they were fighting. Ouch! Can't win with this guy. The sexual intention there is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything else to distract you. So, you look at the ritual table again. It's beaten up with a giant hole in it. Look back at Wraith. You smile at Wraith. Know any rituals we could do on this table? You wink. Nice touch. Wraith blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice winky face. Yes, narrators can use emojis. Oh, wait, no, they can narrate using emojis. Wraith looks intently at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep and philosophical. Intense, sad, something about the inherent nothingness. Want to play cornhole? Or that. The hole in the table makes a great target. Here, we can use these skulls I found laying around. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. It's easy. Just stand back and, toss them into the hole. Don't worry if you miss. There's lots of more skulls around. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna save right here. Toss that little skull. Perfect. 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 No, I'm reloading that. I'm reloading that. Wow, the music vanished. Okay, now come on. Ooh! For real? You got all of them? Even I never throw a perfect game. You're amazing. You feel like you're finally warming up Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess I go, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? Truth. If you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Great question. He smiles. You're such a kick-ass. Rhododendron. A very flowery description. I thought it was funny. I didn't think Wraith cared for it, though. Too bad you can't woo me. You can't. Okay, Dare. Something you'd never show anyone else. Well, we are about to see something many other people have seen. Wraith looking incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's a bad dare. Too vague. It's just Truth or Dare makes me feel I'm just... Thank you for being patient with me. I try and need to be more open with people, starting now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer couldn't make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if they were right. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We were right. Take a drink. Is this not a drinking game? Damn, missed opportunity. Of course, I have it. You reach for it. But it's gone. Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what happened. Well, we need to find it for... But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement. See? Told you so. It takes place on the beach. Of course it does. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, boner. I bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What? Goth girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette, scram! Yeah, I use those two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe. Maybe because deep down, you want to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Spirit's unusual, disaffected nature has given away some combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kinda working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him. But really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Can you imagine wanting something so cringe? I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. You deserve to be someone real. A real ghost. Someone who just really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. You're a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. If you really don't care, then why'd you go through all this trouble to win me over? You storm off back to Wraith. As you walk away, Spirit mutters something under her breath. Knowing her, it's almost certainly about revenge.
I didn't expect that.